Hello, my name is Lauren Traeger, and today I'm going to be talking about how baking powder works and how important the acidic ingredient is that's in it. Baking powder is used as a leavener to bake muffins, cookies, cakes, pancakes, quick breads, and other mixtures. Baking powder usually has three components to it: the base, which is usually baking soda or sodium bicarbonate; the acid, which is usually cream of tartar, also known as tartrate salt; and finally the filler, which is usually cornstarch. This acid-base reaction will begin if any moisture is added to the liquid. Therefore, the filler is neutral and is meant to absorb moisture from the air, thus preventing it from catalyzing the reaction during storage of baking powder. The reaction takes place once any moisture is added, whether it is milk, eggs, water, or any other water-based fluid. The sodium bicarbonate base reacts with the tartrate salt acid in an acid-base reaction to receive potassium sodium tartrate as a product, along with water and carbon dioxide as byproducts. The carbon dioxide gas produces bubbles that are trapped in the batter, which is what causes it to inflate and expand. To test this baking powder to see if it still has its leavening power, I'm going to add baking powder to water and see how it reacts. As you can see, carbon dioxide bubbles begin appearing immediately, indicating that the reaction happens instantaneously when in the presence of a liquid. This is why most recipes advise you to first mix the dry ingredients and then mix in the wet ingredients last when you are ready to bake. This is because the CO2 gas bubbles will begin to form right when the liquid is added, and approximately 15% of the CO2 gas is released in this cold stage. It is important to therefore mix the liquid ingredients last, and also do not mix so much so not all of the CO2 gas bubbles escape and the reaction doesn't end before it gets to bake. Now I'm going to mix this cake mix, which contains baking powder, along with wet ingredients of eggs and vegetable oil. Next, I will put it in the oven and watch the baking powder do its work and make the cupcakes rise. Most baking powders are double-acting powders, where the reaction occurs first when the liquid is added, and again once the batter is heated in the oven. And finally, here are the cupcakes with a fluffy risen texture due to the baking powder. Thank you for watching!